Hi, I'm Javier Rodriguez-Martin, and I'm the Director of Client Training here at Smokeball. So our employee-led DEI council, and that's diversity, equity, and inclusion, in case you don't know, we like to try and tackle things both for internally and everywhere we have an impact, kind of through four main pillar areas. That's hiring, education, events, and partnerships. And so we kind of try and work in those areas to make sure that both our company is a more diverse, equitable, and inclusive workspace, and kind of everywhere we move in our local communities and with our clients are as well. You know, when it comes to education, we work with our community partners and we find other options for education around diversity, equity, and inclusion that we share with the wider team here at Smokeball. You know, with events, we have different things that will happen. We pay attention to the events that are happening around Chicago, where a lot of our company is based, and kind of share that information. And we do fun things in the office as well, just to kind of get people exposed to things. Also, we have themes for months, kind of awareness months. You know, some of them you might be familiar with, like Black History Month or Women's History Month or Pride Month. But of course, there's a lot more things. And then partnerships is kind of a really big one for us, because we really wanted to really walk the walk. And so for the majority of the time our DEI Council has existed, we've had two partners and we've just brought on a third. And those three partners are Howard Brown Health. They're an LGBTQ plus health organization here in Chicago doing amazing work. Equipped for Equality, who do quite a lot of things, but among other things also ensure that polling places are accessible. And our newest partner, Restore Justice, who works to support people who have been incarcerated for long periods of time, to help them when they're re-entering into society, to support them. You know, the world has changed a lot if they've been incarcerated for a long period of time. And then lastly, hiring. You know, we work with the HR department to propose things to try and help make sure that not only are our job postings worded in such a way that they are welcoming, that we're not communicating something we don't mean to communicate, but also that we're getting our job postings in front of more diverse people and candidates. You know, working with small groups or schools or community groups so that, you know, it's not just kind of the same people seeing things. I personally really feel passionately that it's the way that humans move forward, right? We learn and grow when we have exposure to diverse thought and experiences and backgrounds. But also I just kind of have that innate sense of fairness, right? Like, if somebody it doesn't have equitable access to things or resources just because of a different background or something they've been through or they're dealing with, for me, that's not fair, right? So kind of ethically, I think it's an imperative. But the reality is there's a bit of a business case for it, you know? Workplaces that are more diverse, where people feel safe and included and have psychological safety, and where people have equitable access to resources and knowledge and all of that, they are effective. You get true innovation. You know, you get people sharing their perspectives. You know, the last thing you want, you know, we talk about that kind of stereotype of, you know, the big CEO in a room full of yes people. Well, they usually have all the same experience. They're going to agree. They're not going to have thought about things from a different perspective. And so from a business perspective, in addition to kind of the ethical imperative, it really just makes sense. And the way I look at it is my job as president isn't to come up with all the ideas, it's not to do all the things, it's to advocate for the people who have ideas, it's to support them and help them vet those ideas and really just encourage them to move forward so that, you know, I can just manage that vision and purpose of what's going on and we can all move forward together. I hope that one day we have a world and a society where we don't need to have DEI groups. I'm also a realist, and I know that if that's going to happen, it's going to be in a very, very, very long time. So, you know, I think we are successful if we are attracting diverse talent, if we are retaining diverse talent, and if people feel a level of psychological and emotional safety when they are here at work. And if we can be that kind of beacon for ourselves, then we can kind of spread that out. And maybe we can't change the world, but we can impact the people that we come into contact with. And in all honesty, those small things, those are how we make a difference. For more information about DEI, visit smokeball.com/diversity and inclusion.